All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our elders and the apostles, a great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathan Yala from GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson. And I pray I hope this lesson is edifying. Here we have a day of prophecy being fulfilled, where the beast system has been brought completely into fruition through the policy that was passed on, I believe it was September 23rd, where everybody looking at Diddy and all these different things that are going on, Kamala Harris and Trump, you know. So like this election nonsense that they got going on, this clown show, while everybody looking at that, these people, you know, passed a bill. Now, before I play this video, you know, the brother got who created this, he got a scripture posted, and it's Psalms 94, and it says, "Him that frameth mischief by law." But we're going to start off with Daniel 8:25, and it says, "And through his policies he shall also cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace he shall destroy many. He shall stand up. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but shall be broken without hands." Now, when you start listening to what he's saying, they're talking about that, you know, they want to restore peace, and this is for the balance of the world, and things have gotten out of control, and all this nonsense, right? So when you hear this, you're going to hear that the devil he's just using, you know, all of these things as a means to take over everything, and then once he has the power, he's going to force this micro C hit. All right, so just give it a listen.
The UN General Assembly kicked off a marathon week of diplomacy with a summit for the future.
I called for this summit because our world is heading off the rails, and we need tough decisions to get back on track.
We see, so what he's saying is that our world is off the reins, and we need to make tough decisions to get the world back on track. In essence, everything is out of control, and in order for us to get peace, we have to take control and in order to put things back in order. Okay, so by peace, he's about to destroy many, according to what the scripture says.
Signature event adopted by consensus, a wide-ranging pact for the future, a blueprint aimed at ensuring that international institutions can deliver in a world that has changed dramatically since they were created in 1945. Russia, which raised numerous objections to elements of the pact as the months-long negotiations were wrapping up last week, sought to amend the document moments before its adoption, but failed. The pact has lofty goals for eradicating poverty, ending hunger, and building peaceful and inclusive societies.
I hear that word again, by peace, 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 peace. You know, he's trying to create a society where, you know, where everything is at peace, but under his control, under his totalitarian rule. And you're going to have people that's going to buy that shit, that are buying it, you know?
Also seeks to bridge the digital divide. Now the hard work of implementing it begins.
But our people know instinctively that this will only be talk unless there's a fundamental change in what we do and how we do it, and who is seen and heard in the corridors of decision making.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, and I want to do a quick update about a document that got passed by the United Nations this weekend called the Pact of the Future document. It's two parts, one on science and technology and one about the youth and future generations. It is quite egregious, and it was done by a procedure called the silence procedure, which makes it a pact. And if no one objected, it is automatically adopted and put into the record as being completely adopted. This is the World Health Organization's runaround, or end around. Since they were not able to get the World Health Organization treaty passed, they decided to take it to the General Assembly. And it is even more egregious than what the World Health Organization was wanting to get passed. Let me just read you something really quickly about what is inside of this pact that is now being accepted by 193 nations around the world, and equally open by our current administration. Everyone, it says that this is the power structure of fully digital and maximized for the control of the masses. Everyone will be expected to have a biometric digital ID that marks them not just as citizens of an individual country, but as a global citizen. So anytime you hear global citizen or anytime you hear sustainability, think that this is an egregious thing that's happening at the level of the World Health Organization and the United Nations.
So there it is. There it is. She said a digital marker. Now, what do you think that is? Okay? What do you think that is? All right, so for all of you naysayers out there who are saying, ain't no microchips this June, what is she talking about? Okay? This is a digital marker that's going to be placed under your skin, and you're going to need that in order to participate in any type of function. Now listen to some of the things that she's going to say you're not going to be able to do if you don't want to participate.
Anyone that has a dissonant opinion will be labeled as misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation and memory hold. Perpetrators for unapproved information will be fact-checked and punished by the system, which will be operated and enforced by artificial intelligence. Punishments will include being locked out of one's bank account, being unable to make certain purchases, unable to get on an airplane, on a subway.
Locked out of your bank account, not being able to make certain purchases. What does that sound like? Because to me that sounds like you won't be able to buy or sell. Okay?
Drive on public roads. This is the future, according to the world's self-appointed overlords at the United Nations. These are unelected bureaucrats that are making decisions about our country, our sovereignty.
Oh my goodness, Satan, man.
Nothing could be more important at this point in time than to get prepared. Have water, food, digital access, flashlights.
Now she's saying everything except, get right with the Lord, get right with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's because these people, they're never going to get right with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They're going to continue to praise the system. Okay?
A way to communicate with family and friends. Now is really the time to get involved and get prepared, because this is what's coming. Our Congress is sitting on its hands. There was a press conference on the 17th about this, and no further action has been taken. So it's up to us to mobilize and to go forward, particularly with your local sheriffs, to get your constitutional sheriffs to say, this isn't going to be allowed in my county. Thank you very much. Take action. We've been talking about the onset of one world order, one world government, one world religion, one world money for a long time. Well, it's no longer coming. It's here.
All right. So this is what I just read at Daniel 8:25. All right. So they're pushing this thing through, and it's going to hit very quickly. All right. It's going to hit very quickly because the infrastructure has already been placed. It's been put in place for quite some time, And at the same time this is happening, you heard her when she said your local sheriff. So this also goes in the 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. I think around the 16th verse, where it talks about there should be sedition among men, because you're going to have men that are not going to listen to these people and their decrees. They're going to say, no, we're not doing that shit. Okay? We're not doing it. All right? So we're going to go to in Salakia. Satan has just been trying not to let this video come out. I think it's Isaiah 10. Yeah, Isaiah 10:1, and it says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievances which they prescribe. Okay? And that's them. This is an unrighteous decree. You're going to force everybody without their permission to accept a mark or a digital ID that they're going to have to use in order to participate in society. And if people don't take it, then guess what? You ass out. And if people do take it and you decide that you want to buck against the system, then you're going to be punished. You're going to be punished. You're going to get your rights to buy and sell taken away. All right? Now, we always get Revelation, the 13th chapter, around the 18th verse, but we about to get it again, because that's exactly what this is. Revelation 13, and we're going to go to verse 16, and it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, so you got your Neuralink, you got your RFID microchip, you got all this stuff right now. Okay? So there is no denying it anymore. There is no saying it's an embargo. There's no saying it's sin. It's like, how the hell is it sin when sin has been here? Okay? The mark of the beast is sin. Sin has been here since Adam and Eve, and this thing is something new. Okay? This is something that has been exclusive, and it's been talked about in the book of Revelation, which is the last chapter in the Bible, the last book in the Bible. Okay? So just by that alone, you know that this is something different than sin. Okay? So it's not sin. It's not an embargo. It's being able to participate in their beast system. If you don't have this, you won't be able to do it, period. All right? So I'm going to continue on. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Oh, wow, there it is. What did she say? You want to hear it again? Let's hear it again.
This is an egregious thing that's happening at the level of the World Health Organization and the United Nations. Anyone that has a dissonant opinion will be labeled as misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation and memory hold. Perpetrators for unapproved information will be fact-checked and punished by the system, which will be operated and enforced by artificial intelligence. Punishments will include being locked out of one's bank account, being unable to make certain purchases, unable to get on an airplane.
Locked out of your bank account, and you can't make certain purchases, and they're going to enforce this using AI, which AI combined with quantum computing can track everybody at one time in a single moment. So it ain't gonna be no getting away with anything. And this is gonna be something that is gonna be the test to end all test. Because if you take it, you just stick a fork in it, because you're gonna get a missile. All right. So I'm gonna read that again. It says that no man might, verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here it is. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 666. That high size stigma. All right. The cutting onto the flesh, the tool, the cutting of the flesh, and the system that you need to participate in. All those things are going to be implemented very soon. Okay, as the dollar collapses and this system falls, you're going to start to see the insurgence of these digital IDs, and you're not going to be able to participate unless you have it. And they're going to move this shit around quickly. It ain't going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 years. No, this shit is about to happen fast. And the moment that it's fully implemented, World War III is going to come into full fruition. And you can't say that it's not, because look at the setup. Everything that's in the book, all of the prophecies are coming to pass right now. And you can see them. They're happening right before your very eyes. We're on the cusp of World War III. Okay? They just passed a law making it to where everybody has to take the chip throughout the world, because the WHO has complete sovereignty. All currencies throughout the world, digital, physical currencies, are going to collapse. So, hey, it's done. This is done, and we're at the end of this thing. So with that, I'm going to end it off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Karkadash. Till next time, I can say shalom.